Happy New Year 2025. Oh my gosh, how do you feel about the new year? I know there are some people who don't even stay awake long enough to greet the new year. For me, New Year has always been a big deal, a big thing. I have such incredible memories spending it with my sister and my grandparents on my dad's side. We had such an incredible time over New Year's. I like to keep some of the traditions alive, some of the traditions alive. And oh my goodness, I am just so excited to be starting a new year. For me, New Year's is always new beginning, a new dawn. Anything is possible. You get to lay down, put to rest things that were really heavy and really difficult in the old year. And you kind of get this new chance, a chance of a rebirth, a new becoming, a new dawn, a new you, new anything is going to be possible as long as you decide that it is for you in your mind, in your body, in your heart, in your soul, in your life. And so I have decided to do 33 days with you. 33 days, most of them I'm going to go live. I can't promise you Sundays, but if I'm not live, I'll be posting a video every day for the next 33 days to be with you, to greet this new day with you, to start this new day with you. And I really want to do it as kind of a reset, right? This idea of 33 days and every day I'm with you with a video really started last year around May, where I was like, oh, I want to create a course where I'm just with my audience for 33 days. Really, it wasn't meant to be live. It was just meant to be a course that I create, videos that I film. So every day in your inbox, you would have something for 33 days to really do some deep work, but in bite-sized pieces, because we're all so busy these days, and yet it's more important than ever to do the introspective work, to do the emotional processing work. So I want to do it with you. When I was, in my 20s, long before having a kid, really getting into Abraham Hicks and spirituality and working on myself, understanding myself, getting into personal growth, personal development, I would, of course, always bite off way too much that I could chew, right? I'm a fast mover. I'm a fast changer, right? I feel intensely. So I'm like, oh, something's got to change now. Everything in my life needs to change right now. So I would put way too much on myself and then exhaust myself. And then I would get into these phases of just deeply healing, deeply integrating, deeply focusing just on self-care. So back then, listening to Abraham, they always gave this 30 days. Do this for 30 days. And so I came up with my own thing that I would do for 30 days. I would take those 30 days and I would put absolutely no challenge and no demand on myself, right? It's good to challenge yourself when it's the right time in your life to grow, to expand, to do new things. But there's also time in your life where it's time to heal, time to integrate, time to rest, time for self-care, right? Now, the new year could be either one of those. I'm sure there are some people, plenty of people, who want to hit the ground running. They're like, yeah, I've prepared for this. I've had some rest over the holidays. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to charge. If that is you, fantastic. You'll still get a lot out of these 33 days. But if you're feeling like me, wow, that was amazing to spend the holidays with family, but there was a lot of driving for me, a lot of anxiety about driving next to 18-wheelers on the highway, in the rain, with a tornado watch. I mean, whatever could happen, there was happening. It was a lot for my nervous system to handle, and I didn't really even notice it until I came home, and I figured, oh, as long as I'm home, kiss the ground that I'm walking on, I have made it, I'd be good. Well, then I would discover that I was still on edge. How do I calm that nervous system back down? And I remembered the 30 days. Granted, by now, I feel like time is speeding up. It is moving so fast. 30 days sounds like a long time. So how about we start with 7 or even 3 or even 1 day or even an hour, where you're saying, in this time, I'm not demanding anything of myself beyond like what I need in order to like just keep my life moving forward at this point, right? I mean, now I have a kid. I'm a single mom of a 6-year-old. I can't quite be like that 25-year-old Christine who's just like, oh, I'm just gonna like do my job, and then, as long as money is coming in the bank account, I'm paying my bills, I don't have to do anything else. A bit more demanding when you have kids, but still doable. Think about the things that are absolutely necessary, and then think about the things that you would really need, even if it's just one or two things that you feel like you really need at this time in order to refocus, reset, recharge, kind of come back to yourself, come out of this busyness. December is a beautiful month. I still haven't quite figured out how to make it feel a bit less busy. There was so much like hurrying, so many deadlines, so much let's get to this by this time at this point. I still need to do this long to-do list before I get out of town. There was a lot going on, right? And then coming back, going into the swing of things, right? Getting back into your habits, into your rhythm, into your own life. There's so much going on. Can we use those first few days of these 33 days to really kind of settle in? And we'll definitely talk about goal setting, and I don't know if I want to call it goals. For me, it's more like, where am I at? What am I wanting? How am I getting there? Right? So it's kind of goal setting, but it's more intimate. It's more interwoven with your life, right? There's definitely a time for big dreams. We're going to have a whole day on just like vision. What is your vision? What is your dream? What really makes your soul smile, right? What is it that you're searching for in this life? We will get to that day probably still this week. I haven't quite decided on the order yet, but we will get there. But today we'll already be talking about a few things of like, what are you envisioning for this, even just the next few months, right? And definitely stay to the end. I've decided every day I'm going to be picking one, like drawing one card from a card deck and reading them to you, because I love that sort of thing. And if we're going to be together for the next 33 days, we might as well pick a card every day, just something to think about, something to resonate with, something to give you a positive message to get into your day. So I'll be doing that at the end every time, so you can always wait till the end to get there. Today it'll be from my animal card deck. I love this one. So we'll draw your spirit animal for this next year if you want, or at least for these next 33 days for this. Gosh, I really wanted to feel like a healing space that we are creating in these next 33 days. And also my idea is really to leave this up for about 5 days on Facebook. I'll also post it to my YouTube channel. So you'll see each video from each day for about 5 days, and then I'll take it down, because I'm really wanting to make this into a course that you then can purchase in the future. And obviously, if you're with me, if you're live, if you're helping me, I'm going to be asking some questions. I would love your feedback if ever you need a little bit more or a little bit more explanation, or you're trying something out and you're hitting some roadblocks. Let me know, because that way I know what else to post with it. What can I help to post with it? What kind of other video to kind of point you to of like, try this and see how it works. So if you're with me for these 33 days, and then I haven't even decided how much I will charge at the end of it, but it will be very minimal because you're with me. This is the first time I'm doing this, the first time I'm putting it together, and you deserve to have a beautiful result at the end of this. If you're interested in that, it will be available as a course all 33 days for you that I will keep adding to. So that's in the future, that's to come. What are we focusing on today?